When a child goes missing in America, there is no shortage of resources to help bring them home. But what happens when the missing person is a full-grown adult? It's not as clear-cut as you might think.
Every time I look at his pictures, I cry. His birthday gets me. Actually, every day. I like going to sleep because maybe I dream about him.
Mothers Fatima Noure and Shelia Brown spent years wondering about the fate of their missing sons, only to learn their unidentified bodies had been in morgues the whole time.
When I filed a missing person report, they already had him. So they never checked national missing persons records or call anywhere to find out where is this person come from, if there's any missing person report.
That's crazy. What's the purpose of it? Why come to my house, take DNA, have me gather all my son's things? I would just think there would be better protocols to follow.
So what went wrong? When an adult loved one goes missing, family members contact their local police, who then create a case file. When human remains are discovered, often by another agency, another case file is created. But here's the problem. Under the current system, these two case files can't talk to each other. Families can be searching for their loved ones for years when they may have already been found. But now, parents Jan and Bill Smolinski are fighting hard to change the system after learning firsthand how dysfunctional it can be.
I'm the mother of a missing and presumed murdered 31-year-old at the time of missing, Billy Smolinski.
It's been over 10 years since Billy told his Waterbury, Connecticut neighbor he was going away for a few days, then never came back. They have reason to believe he met with foul play after a dispute with an acquaintance. But Billy's body has never been found, at least as far as anyone knows. At any given moment, there are over 40 to 60,000 unidentified human remains sitting in medical examiners and coroners' offices across America, many of them the victims of foul play.
They call this issue a silent mass disaster.
But because there are thousands of databases across the U.S., linking up these remains with the 110,000 missing adults in the country is easier said than done.
So if Billy was murdered in Connecticut and his remains were out in Nevada, there's no way to get the answers.
But there is a way. The tools to help solve these difficult cases are already in place, if local law enforcement would only use them. The free online database, National Missing and Unidentified Persons System, or NamUs, was created for the purpose of solving missing person cases by opening up the files to agencies across the country as well as the public.
The problem is, if you talk to a lot of police officers and you throw out the word NamUs, they don't know what you're talking about.
That's why in 2009, Jan and her husband, Bill Sr., introduced Billy's Law, also known as the Help Find the Missing Act.
Billy's Law would connect the databases. All the databases, there's NCIC and CODIS, just connect everything together into the one centralized database.
Under Billy's Law, whenever a missing person report is filed or identified remains are found, regardless of what city or state, the information gets entered into NamUs.
I've heard stories where a sister was searching the database and she found her own sister on NamUs, and now the family has their answers. It's so important.
For mothers like Fatima and Shelia, it could have meant the difference between starting to heal and years of anguish.
What I want right now is I want justice for my son, I want justice for me, and I want justice for every missing person out there in America.
All the bureaucracy BS could take a second chair. I mean, we're talking about people's lives. There is no excuse not to link up missing persons reports with found body remains.
As a human being, we deserve that much.
While both Shelia and Fatima are pursuing legal action against the agencies they feel mishandled their cases, Jan Smolinski hopes her bipartisan bill will soon become law and help finally give families some sense of closure.
I have to give people hope and know that their hope is to bring their loved one home and maybe hug them someday. We have the capabilities, we have the technology. Now we have to put them all together. It can happen. I know it can.
It really is time for this system to change. Let's hope our legislators step up and finally get something done here. If you would like to join the fight to end the silent mass disaster, we've put more information about this up at our website, crimewatchdaily.com.